All right, technical errors. We're resuming from replay. Here we go. You can hear all the chatting that they did at the beginning of the game. Basically, what this does is it puts up a screen that you can see here, blocks your vision so that you don't get to see how the game went. Unfortunately, the minimap kind of gets revealed at the end, so they're going to learn a little bit about what's going on. And there's still the reality that there's like about 6 Hellions and a Reaper in the middle of Anticitizen's base, so this is going to get kind of uncomfortable. Unfortunately. See how fast they recover. No, yeah, okay, I won't do that again. It wasn't intentional anyway, don't worry about it. Okay, here we go. The awesome countdown. Animations. There's Hellions in the middle of Anticitizen's base. For some reason, I'm looking only at Caesura's vision, and the problem has now been solved. 2 queens up here on the high ground. Another 2 joining them. Good transfuge keeps them alive. Hellions now in the corner of the base. Now remember that a lot of workers were killed. 15 right up to this point. So even if these Hellions die, they have done their job. They have secured a massive lead here for Caesura. Not quite staying on top of the queen movement, getting yet more kills with these Hellions, and unfortunately, he's probably still kind of dead. So we'll see if we can keep things going from here. The question is, of course, how well has Caesura macroed behind this? He does seem to be getting his second base saturated. He still has a full base's worth of workers. He's doubling his opponent's workers. He's grabbing a third base. And the question is going to be, now that that's been cleaned up, what can Anticitizen do to recover? Now, the important thing to remember is that when you take a lot of drone losses, you don't really lose your gas income. That's not too relevant here since he only has the one assimilator anyway, and he's pretty much working with mineral-heavy units, though. So there isn't a lot he can work with. At a different moment in the game, though, he might maybe favor going for something like Infestors or not necessarily Mutalisks, but I guess Infestors would be it because there's really not too many other gas-heavy units that you can get, really, with Zerg. I'm trying to think if there's another way, like maybe Vipers. But Vipers are not even really relevant to killing armies. They're kind of like a Swiss Army knife. You bring them along with you because they can do a bunch of other things. This wall is very Swiss cheese-like, so definitely not quite ready to do its job there. But really at this point it's just coming down to, can Caesura macro well enough ahead of Anticitizen. Again, he is off racing, so we have no real idea here how well he's actually going to be doing with that. And I forgot to do that last game. Haha, my bad. Infantry weapons level 1, just about to finish for the Terran, and this is pretty much what you'd expect. He's solidifying things. Now, good news is for Anticitizen is he does have 3 bases up, and the 3 bases does mean that he can get his drone count back up really quickly and get back to mining, which you can see he's doing. He's already caught up to the Terran. He's at 38 workers versus the 44. He's still behind irrevocably, especially with creep spread, as you can see here. So that's definitely true, and this wall is becoming, well, it's kind of patchy still, and it still has a hole in the side, I think, back there. But I was getting it sealed up. Definitely not going to be supply blocked anytime soon. 129 over 69 supply. Good positioning with the siege tank right there. Actually covers a lot. I'm going to make a mental note of that if I start working on Terran myself. And a couple evolution chambers for upgrades. Going up to Lair. And pretty much what Anticitizen is trying to do right now is he's saying, okay, I've taken a lot of damage. I'm just going to try and macro go forward from here. It doesn't look like he has any crazy plans, attempt to get any weird tech or anything like that. He's just saying, I want to get stuff out, and I want to get stuff out as fast as I can. Unfortunately, he's also supply blocked right now, so that's not really working out so great for him. Again, now, Caesura probably kind of want to overkill and making sure that he didn't get supply blocked, but, you know, let's be honest here, he's probably going to be fine as a result. You know, overkill is better than kill with supply. That is for sure. Oh, there we go. Anticitizen going for a 4th base. Overlord flying over here does see that his opponent is going for Marines and really nothing else. Marines plus siege tank. No, well, I just realized something. There you go. There's your starport. No other tech to back up these Marines just yet. No Marauders or anything on top of that. There you go. Centrifugal hooks, getting those banelings up and then going for a spire. So Ling, Baneling, Zergling going to be our favorite composition here. The question is, can he survive long enough to actually make that happen? We have a giant ball of Marines coming out here going to execute these queens summarily. Running up to the creep. Looks like he's just going to sprint straight up into the main base. He is taking a lot of damage, actually. Nope, just on those 4 Marines. Stimming the whole army now. And trying to get forward as best he can. Looks like he's actually just going to, for the flair of it, go for these Overlords right here. Unfortunately, Anticitizen's going to be basically unable to produce anything for a long while here. He's seen the Banelings and is now just splitting his units out. Unfortunately, gathering them all together here. Nope, he's going to be totally fine. Takes out the Banelings, and there's probably just not enough here. Yep. And he's going to take a huge amount of damage right here. Now just die. There you go. There's GG. Okay.